So this is for sure going to be an interesting discussion. I am here today to talk about episode 74 of My Hero Academia, which has been pretty polarizing since it dropped yesterday. For the most part, manga readers felt like the episode was lacking, while anime-only viewers seemed to love it. This is just based on the two separate Reddit threads on the episode, one delegated to manga readers and one to anime-onlys. But before I go on, I just want to say, if you are not caught up, this is spoilers, so leave now. So, I am a manga reader, and my opinion, as you can guess, aligns with the majority of manga readers. I felt like episode 74 was lacking and should have been a lot better than what we got. This is a pretty interesting situation here. A couple weeks ago, the One Piece fandom was upset about excessive Sakuga, and now we are complaining for the lack of Sakuga. Now, if you are not familiar with what Sakuga is, it's those moments in an anime where the animation quality spikes for whatever amount of time. I thought the additions to the Luffy and Kaido fight were amazing. The team did a fantastic job fleshing it out and making it into a grand spectacle. There were obviously some folks that thought they took too many liberties and potentially ruined the moment. Here, I feel like no liberties were taken. It came off as a bit lazy and stripped what is one of the most epic moments in the series to bare bones, no pun intended. It felt like a regular episode. First, let's talk about the significance of this fight. Meteor was introduced at the end of last season. It was a nice Easter egg for manga readers and a dope intro for anime-onlys and what they could expect from this character in Season 4. Meteor in Season 4 develops a bond with Deku and is revealed to be the original intended recipient of One for All, and his skill level is compared to that of the top pro heroes. Meteor and Deku share the same disappointment of how the situation with Eri unfolded as well. This is huge and sets the stage for what kind of character Meteor is and slowly builds everything up so the reader or viewer comes to expect some kind of epic moment. That moment was yesterday's episode. That was literally the only opportunity the studio had to showcase Meteor's full potential. There's nothing else. He now has no quirk, as you guys can see. It's over. The amount of skill Meteor possessed and the amount of training and hard work he put in was repeatedly drilled into your mind, only for nothing epic to be animated in his one and only showcase of greatness. It was, in my opinion, a pretty big disservice to this fight. So let's talk about it. We got 2 animated punches. The rest of everything else was shaky cam quick cuts with intensity line work. The Phantom Menace attack was janky and moved into quick cuts. Meteor's first strike to Chrono is a lazy quick cut that avoids the actual uppercut contact. And the second kick he delivers to Chrono was another extremely lazy quick cut that just came off sloppy. Then let's talk about the overhead punch, which was still frame transitioned into with like some kind of stock editing spin warp plugin. Now, as far as the slideshow at the end goes, I understand that was a creative addition. However, it wasn't good in my opinion. Again, it just comes off lazy in an episode that already lacks any kind of significant animation. I understand this was not in the manga. I am a manga reader. It just continued to drag down the quality for me. If they weren't going to animate any of the additional 5 minutes Meteor spent fighting Corkless, then they should have just ended it with the narration like the manga did and have Deku bust in at the end of the episode instead of in the after credits for a better effect. At the end of the episode, Overhaul is completely battered and bruised, and we see nothing of what got him to that point. At that point, I'm literally watching manga panels with a voiceover. If I'm being real, the art in the slideshow actually looks like they intended to animate that portion to surprise us, but it just didn't work out for some reason. Now, I say that because even though there's some shortcomings, the intense still shots generally have had some fantastic art, and that is not on display here. I chalk it up to not so good direction, which has been an issue for the majority of this season thus far. The feeling of the impactful moments is off, and it's obvious this season has been under different direction than previous. Let me be clear, I am not saying the episodes are bad, just that the feeling is off. This episode, however, I could not give a pass. For a lot of the episode, the art was good, yes, but I watched the anime for great animation, not still art. If I only wanted to see still art, I would stick to the manga, which has vastly superior artwork. I think this is where the disconnect may be coming in for a lot of people that think some of us are overreacting. Now, the anime's job is to enhance what the manga has done, and that didn't happen here. Remember, we have already read what has happened and look forward to the anime expanding on that. None of us want to watch colored in still manga panels with a voiceover. We have also come to expect way better from Bones, which has delivered epic sakuga. For example, Deku vs Todoroki at the Sports Festival, United States of Smash, Deku vs Bakugo from Season 3, and hell, we even got some sakuga in moments we didn't expect, like Bakugo's epic takeoff during the rescue mission. To take it a step further, Meteor vs Class 1A was way better art and animation wise. I understand Bones has also been working on the second movie, as well as some animators were working on Fire Force, which was consistent heat week to week, and Mob Psycho Season 2 also came out this year. It just feels like My Hero was robbed of what could have been one of the greatest anime moments in history. Remember folks, there is no next time for Meteor. This was their one opportunity. Sakuga for this moment was important and necessary. Meteor is the second main character of this arc. For fuck's sake, he's on the main promotional artwork with Deku for this season. Now, since my start reading the manga and watching the anime, I've never had a single complaint. This is the first time I feel like they dropped the ball. And yes, it's Bones and My Hero, but I don't think they are immune to criticism, especially given the importance of the episode. We wanted animation on the level of what Bones usually delivers, and instead got something along the lines of One Punch Man Season 2. In fact, I hope they take some of the criticism and learn from it. Now, I don't expect this to happen again since the track record has been amazing, and obviously this isn't doom and gloom for the anime. I just wanted to share some insight on my perspective. Of course, it could be much worse, like Escanor vs Meliodas, but just because it could be worse doesn't mean fans need to take it laying down with the common excuse of just be grateful we got the episode. Criticism breeds growth and change. Hopefully the current director will grow from this season and deliver an epic Season 5 if he's still leading the charge. So what do you guys think? How did you feel about the episode? Now look, if you enjoyed the episode, I am not telling you you need to hate the episode. That is fantastic. I am glad that you enjoyed the episode. In fact, in my pinned comment on the reaction video, I said, even though I felt like the episode could have been better, what's most important is that a lot of you now understand the greatness of the character that is Meteor. However, I still think it should have been a lot better than what was delivered as the end product. So I just want to hear from everybody. What are your opinions? Do you think people are overreacting? Do you think that they really shit the bed on this? I want to hear from everybody, so let's go ahead and talk about it. Now, as always, guys, like, subscribe. Follow me on all my socials at YaBoyRoshi, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check out the merch, the link to that is down below, and consider becoming a patron. I would greatly appreciate it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.